Hello, our WX friends out there. This is Sherry Stevens, the owner and the CEO of WXN. And it's that time of year again, nomination seasons for Canada's Most Powerful Women Top 100. And we're almost there. We have extended it, but only till May 27th. So if you have a nomination already in progress, please finish it. Don't leave it sitting there. Or if you are thinking about it, you still have time. So to send that nomination in, just do it. Today, I have a very special guest with me,
Hmm.
and he knows firsthand from a partner's perspective how important these awards are. I'd like to introduce Dean Davidson. Dean is the CEO and creative director of Dean Davidson. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for being with me today. I appreciate it. I know how busy you
Hmm.
are traveling all over the place.
Yes,
And
yeah.
I do want to congratulate you on, I know it's been 16 years for you in business.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah.
That's
Thank you.
quite
I
the
appreciate
milestone.
that.
It's difficult coming from one entrepreneur to another. I
Hmm.
know how difficult it can be some days. So congratulations on that milestone.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, it is. It's always a roller coaster, but a lot of fun.
It's fun, right?
It's fun. Oh, I
I
love
wouldn't want
it. I will
anything.
love it.
I wouldn't want
No, it
anything the other
is.
way.
I wouldn't change it. And for me, I feel very fortunate to be able to live this life, and every day is a gift. So
And your
yeah, I
jewelry,
love it.
beautiful. Your jewelry is just
Thank
like,
you.
can you tell?
Yes, you're
These
wearing the
pieces.
Ipanemas.
I have the signature pieces here from Dean
Hmm.
Davidson Jewelers. See, they're beautiful. And last year for the top 100, Dean and his team designed this
Hmm.
pin. See, it's a pinnacle. It's like a mountain, because life is never straight and there's all kinds of little lines. But then one day you'll find your path and you get to the pinnacle. So we
Yeah.
created these for our top 100 award winners
Hmm.
and our Hall of Fame, right?
Yes. Yeah. It was a real honor, and it was so wonderful to see the women receive their pins. And I had so many women that came up to me afterwards just to say how much it meant to them. So it was a
It
huge
is.
honor for us.
It's fun because it joins us, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just very symbolic. So I love that you were able to create this for us. So thank you very much. And even
Hmm.
listen to our vision for it. So thank you.
Yes. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
love it. Okay. I just want to thank you
Hmm.
also for being a partner, a jewelry partner at the top for Canada's Most Powerful Women Top 100. I really
Yes.
appreciate that you are the partner from last year for 2023.
Hmm.
No, 2024, right? And
Yes,
2025.
2024 and
And it's this
2025.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you
We're
very much.
excited to yeah, we're excited to join again this year.
It's wonderful. We're happy to have you there. Can you just
Hmm.
tell the audience a little bit about Dean Davidson and the jewelry and what you do and how you started and what was the inspiration?
Yeah, yeah. So as you mentioned, I've been designing. I've had my collection now for 16 years. I started out in a completely different world. I grew up on a farm in rural Manitoba and worked in agriculture for a number of years. Ended up getting introduced to a clothing designer, and I designed jewelry to complement his clothing collection for 3 years. And then I moved to Toronto and launched my first solo collection 16 years ago. And now it's carried all over the world. We're carried in around 350 boutiques and Nordstrom, Saks, several Four Seasons spa locations. So lots of great retailers carrying the line, and we've been worn by numerous celebrities over the
Yeah, I
years.
saw that.
Yeah, some very exciting moments. When Sophie Trudeau got off the plane in Washington to meet the
Yep.
Obamas, she wore jewelry, and Meghan Markle wore the jewelry in London. And we've been featured in Vogue and all of the major publications. So it's been a really crazy and wonderful ride. And we have showrooms all over the US and Canada. And we're carried at a few international locations like Japan, the Philippines, Australia. So for a small farm kid, it's
Yeah.
been a crazy ride. But yeah, it feels like it's a dream, It's just like I'm
Yeah.
living this wonderful experience. So, yeah, and so we manufacture the jewelry in Jaipur, India. We work with a family-owned factory there. All of the pieces
Okay.
are handcrafted. We work with semi-precious gemstones. and then brass, plated with 18 karat gold. And we also just started working with a factory in Bangkok as well. So, and we travel, our collections are inspired by our travels. So we
Yeah,
go to a different destination
interesting.
around the world every year.
I love
Yeah.
that.
We just got, yeah, it is. It really adds more meaning to the pieces,
Hmm.
and they almost become collector's items
So what
because
about
we,
these? What
so
inspired
those
you?
are inspired, they're called the Ipanema earrings, and they're inspired by a Brazilian architect, Oscar Niemeyer.
Okay.
If you look him up, you'll see his really beautiful sculptural designs in his architecture. And so we traveled to Brazil. That's maybe 7 or 8, probably 8 years ago now when I designed those earrings.
So you do that
And
every year then? Do you do that every year?
every
Like do
year,
similar
yeah,
renew like your collections? Is that how you do that?
we
Or
do, yeah. Yeah, we do
okay.
it. We used to, yeah. So we every year we have our core collections now that we inject newness into, but we every year we design a fashion collection inspired by a different destination in the world. So we just got back from Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Yes, as we know, The White Lotus was huge, the TV show, The White Lotus. We didn't plan it that way, but we actually stayed in Koh Samui where that show was filmed. And
Cool.
so that's going to be inspiration for our spring 2026 collection.
Ooh, oh, you're that far ahead. You have to be, right?
That far ahead, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
we're already, I just reviewed the initial designs yesterday for that collection. So
So do you do any of the
lots.
design work yourself?
I do all of the design.
Do
Yeah,
you?
we have myself and my partner Fernando, and then we have a
Yeah.
CAD designer. So we
Okay.
come up with we look for inspiration. Could be the architecture, it could be a piece of furniture
Oh,
in a
that's so
hotel, it could
much
be anything.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a good decision many years ago
yeah.
to be
Plus you
inspired
get
by
to travel
well,
over the world, which even an
exactly.
added bonus.
Yeah. I've always loved, like, I don't know, ever since I grew up basically in this middle of nowhere in this small town in Manitoba, but I've always had a passion for people and cultures around the world. And it's as soon as I could, I went on a trip across the world. I went to Indonesia when I was 20, and that kind of sparked it. And then ever since then, I've traveled to a different destination. So
Good for you.
seen a
So
lot of the
I'm
world.
so two farm kids. I'm a farm kid too,
Yes,
right? And
I
I grew up
love
on a farm,
that.
100 acre farm. We had, beef cattle and chickens and everything. And as soon
Hmm.
as I left, I became a flight attendant. I flew to Europe all the time because I just
Oh,
had this thing that I had to travel. So
I
I don't know
love
what that
that.
is if we're
Yeah, kindred spirits. We have that same passion inside of us to see the
yeah.
world, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's
Hmm.
interesting. Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I knew some of your story, but not all of it. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate it,
Hmm.
and especially for our audience. Okay, you ready to get started
I
with the
am ready.
questions? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds good.
So my first question is, what would the world look like if more women were recognized for their leadership and their impact?
I think that the world would be more balanced, more empathetic, and more innovative if we were to recognize more women for their impacts. And it's not just about applause, it's more about visibility,
Mhm.
right? Bringing women into the forefront and to recognize women for their leadership. I think challenge those systems, open doors for more perspectives at every table and in all the different industries.
Yeah, I agree completely. That's great because women do we do have a lot more. Not that men don't. I don't want
Yeah.
to, we need men, we need our allies as well, but women are, they are very innovative. They see things differently, a little bit more maybe
Hmm.
compassionate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you that it would have greater impact. So our awards celebrate the bold accomplishments of women across the country, but their impact goes far beyond that. Can you share how a single nomination can create a ripple effect?
I think a single nomination can shift someone's entire belief in what's possible, not just for the nominee, but for everyone watching, for the people, their families, the people in the industries, communities. And it sends a message that their voice matters and that their impact is real. I think it's very important. And it's like just that nomination alone, it has a big impact.
Yeah, it does. I've seen. I've seen it in the past where, we introduce new award categories, like for instance, the Skilled Trades Awards. And
Yeah.
that award right now is creating a ripple effect, right? Because women didn't
Hmm.
know that it existed. They didn't know that they could be, Canada's most powerful women, top 100 in a skilled trade category, right? Which is very
Yeah.
male dominated. So you're right, the ripple effect does. It's there, and if
Hmm.
it's the same thing, if you can see it, you can be it. So,
Yeah, exactly.
last question. What
Hmm.
message does a nomination send, not just to the nominee, but to the world?
So for the nominee, I think too, it validates their courage, all of the work they've put in, the bold decisions they made. Um, Not just the ones they made quietly, but behind the scenes. It's like I think the nomination itself has as much impact as winning an award, right? I mean, whenever I've been nominated, I think that's been the most exciting part, and the one that I've received the most recognition for is just to be recognized and to be part of that group. So it shows that the people believe, right? They believe in that person. So I think that the nomination itself is really important.
Yeah, I do too. I agree completely. Winning the award is good, but is great. But even just being nominated is
Hmm.
by a peer is
Yeah.
right, or
Yeah.
or your boss, or the company.
Hmm.
You can't. There's no words for that. And even if you don't win, I tell women this all the time. Even if you don't win the first time, don't
Yeah.
give up, right? Because sometimes it takes time to win these
Yeah.
awards. And I tell them about a time when I was an entrepreneur in the small town of Woodstock, Ontario, and I wanted to win that Chamber of Commerce Entrepreneur Award. I wanted the
Yeah.
award.
Yeah.
I waited 12 years for it. But I kept
Yeah.
doing it,
That's
right? Because
such
you just can't give up because
no.
eventually it can happen. So,
It'll
but
be your turn.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
It
just
means a
don't give up.
lot
It
too.
does.
It does it. And I mean, right, to be nominated and to be, to have someone to believe in you and to
Yeah,
say, hey, this
exactly.
person is yeah,
Yeah, and it also
I
gives
know.
time just to sit back and go, oh, wow, yeah, I did do
Yeah.
that. I forgot
Hmm.
about that, right? Because you're always thinking about all the things that, oh, I could have done that better. Oh, shoot, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it does. It gives that person a moment to reflect and say,
Yeah,
wow, somebody really believes in what I've accomplished.
yeah.
I know I've been nominated for the Canadian Arts and Fashion Awards for the Accessory Designer of the Year a couple
Oh,
of times. I've won it once and I've been nominated, I think,
congratulations.
3 times. And yeah, and it's always a thrill, right? It's such a thrill to be recognized in that way and
Yes,
to know that people out there see you as, worthy of the
yeah,
nomination. So
yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you for your time today. It was
Hmm.
really nice getting to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
appreciate
was great.
it.
And I know now we'll have to chat a little bit more about the farming when the
Yeah,
next time we see each other. The
yep,
farm. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I love it.
So thank you for being with us today. I appreciate it. Everybody out there, please nominate today. Reminder, we only have
Hmm.
a couple weeks left. May 27th is the last day for sure. We are not extending it beyond May 27th. For more information on the awards or the nomination process, please visit wxnetwork.com. And thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.